So during this time, did someone go up to you? Like, for example, right now, if I went downstairs and opened your refrigerator and saw that,
yeah,
I would be like, Boosie, you got a problem.
right.
And if this means that you don't fuck with me anymore and we don't do any more interviews,
Yeah.
so be it. Fuck it. I'm going to tell you as a friend and a business partner that this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Did anyone at that point tell you that?
Nah. I had people used to tell me like, boo, you gotta slow down, you know, because I was going to the hospital probably once every month, 12 times a year. Because it was at a time when I had just got diabetes also at 18, 19. So all this was around the same thing. So I'm got sugar diabetes and I'm filling my body with all this codeine.
Which is sugar.
With my sugar. So I was going to the hospital. They even had my own room, 535. No.
You actually named the room 535.
I had my own room at the lake of the lake to where every time I went, they knew what room I would go to. All the way down the hall so nobody could, but I was that gone. Because at first when I got diabetes, I didn't want to take my medicine. Because I was like, how the fuck did I get this shit? You know, and I didn't know, I didn't put, I would say $2 million.
$2 million.
$2 million of codeine.
Do you feel in retrospect you didn't have good people around you?
I would say that.
Because if you did, it almost reminds me of the Bob Marley story. Do you know how Bob Marley died?
Cancer in his feet or something, right?
He was playing soccer. He broke his toe. The toe didn't heal up. He finally went to the doctors. They said, you have cancer in your toe. We're going to have to cut the toe off. He said, I don't want to cut the toe off because I dance on stage and Rastas aren't supposed to cut their toes off, body parts off. He found a doctor. They basically said, okay, we'll just cut half the toe off and just come back and get tested to make sure. He never went back and got tested. Nobody around him, even though people knew, nobody around him was going to tell him to go back and get a test,
right?
Get a follow-up. Right. One day he was out jogging, fell down, had a seizure. Rushed him to the hospital. The cancer had spread through his whole body into his brain. Then he died. If you watch the documentary, Chris Blackwell, who's the owner of Island Records, who signed him, said he didn't have good people around him. He had a bunch of people around him that weren't going to tell him to do things he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And he died in his 30s. 36. The greatest Jamaican artist of all time.
Yeah. I love Bob Marley.
The Tupac of reggae. Matter of fact, Tupac is the Bob Marley of hip hop.
Yeah.
Stadiums, coliseums, worldwide, Africa, Europe. Biggest thing ever. Songs still being played to this day. Movies still being made about him. Big budget movies.
Yeah.
Streams are still in the billions.
My daughter asked me who that was when she was 3 years old.
If there was someone around him that said,
who is that man?
Take your dumb ass to the hospital. You have cancer. You have a follow-up appointment. Go to the fucking hospital. If you want to fire me, fine. Fuck you. You die on your own watch. You're not going to die on my watch. I care about you.
Yeah.
You didn't have anyone around you at the time. It's almost like the same situation.
I used to go to the hospital.
And you could have easily.
All I do when I come out, I quit.
You could have went out like Pimp C.
I used to say I quit. I quit. Every day I used to say I quit. As soon as I get mad, Vlad, I go back to it. So I admit I didn't. Even if they would have told me, I wouldn't have listened, man. I was high-headed. I was the boss. I'm making a lot of money. I'm young. You got to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, but there's certain people that...
I had people, but those people were like aunties and...
Yeah, no, but they
weren't in my circle like that.
There are certain people you have to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to listen to them. You can't just say, nah. Like if your kids tell you something, you can't just, nah.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
My kids, I ain't even have
your kids were young. Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm saying, like,
Nobody could tell me nothing.
Nobody
back
could tell
then.
you. Well,
No.
and that's, I mean, that's a
I was-
problem.
I
That's a
was
problem
headed-
in and of itself.
Yeah, I was headed for destruction.
Yeah, you know, when you have nobody to listen
And I'm
to.
popping pills too. Just because I got on the serve, I was still popping pills. I was popping X, sipping serve, smoking weed, putting the syrup on my cigarettes. All my clothes had holes in them from burnt cigarettes from the syrup dropping off the cigarette.
So basically, you were a junkie. I mean, you don't want to say it out loud, but what you're describing is a junkie, and that's okay because you're over it now.
Yeah,
But you gotta.
I was fucked up.
I mean, listen. I've seen so many movies. Like when I get like small operations and they give me like Xanax and whatever else, I just throw it away. I say,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I've never took a Xan in my life. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I'm saying, but any opioid they prescribe to me
Yeah.
for the pain, I said, I'll just
I
tough
took
it
one
out.
perk
Tough
in
it
my
out.
life, and that's when I got shot. They gave me a Percocet. I took it, and I'll never take it again. I was itching like a motherfucker.
Damn.
I'm in the bed itching. I don't know what they talking about. The pain was going away. I was itching. That motherfucker had me scratching. Like, I don't like these new drugs.
Oh yeah, I remember I
I'm
interviewed.
clean as a motherfucker right now. I gotta go piss every month.
Yeah,
I'm clean.
I remember Jay the Youngin when I did his interview. He was like, "Million, yo, man, I'm off the perks." He goes
man.
in the hallway,
I said
throws
that
up.
in the song, man. I told Jay Youngin, leave his town. He just hit his cup with his 30 on him. Like, you know, like Jay Youngin, he went hard. But every time he came here, served perks.